What's up guys, Ledford Media here. Welcome to Simple Brand Strategies. We're going to conclude our logo design discussion and assume that you finalize your logo and it exceeds your expectations. It relays your brand identity and is just downright amazing. But now we have to make sure that we follow certain rules whenever we use our logos on marketing materials and internal documents. We'll even take a step further and have specific guidelines not only on our logo, but our entire brand. These guidelines are called Brand Guidelines. This should probably be its own topic, but I wanted to include it with our logo design discussion because I feel like a lot of times when we finally get a logo, we just slap it on anything all willy-nilly, not realizing how important it is to control our story. When you look at the most recognizable companies, you're able to instantly tell who they are. When you see the Nike swoosh, you can tell it's Nike. The golden arches immediately remind you of McDonald's, and a partly eaten apple reminds you of a certain technology company. A brand guideline goes beyond your newly created logo. Brand guidelines, also called brand style guides, are essential instruction manuals and rule books on how to communicate your brand. They lay out all your visual details as well as important notes about your company's voice, tone, and messaging. It can either be a physical or digital booklet filled with examples of what to do and what not to do. Brand guidelines comprehensively cover a company's brand identity, including its logo, its color palette, photography and other imagery, voice, and tone. Taking the time to create a brand guideline helps you to be sure that your brand image stays consistent no matter where it shows up. Today we're going to use the company Audi as a case study to illustrate what a brand guideline is and why it's so important. Audi's online brand guideline is very specific. They first start with their logo guidelines. They define acceptable thicknesses of the rings in their logo as well as when to use each variation. They also go into specific positioning of the logo in their various documents, as well as acceptable trimming of the rings. They even go as far as to define the minimum allowed size for the logo, spacing between the logo and other text, and font sizes of other text relative to the logo size. They also provide a size calculator for text that surround the logo. Next on their brand guideline are specifications on how to use, where to position, and acceptable colors for their brand claim. They are also very specific in acceptable colors used in all their marketing materials, typography placed in these marketing materials, layout structures and how they communicate via these layouts, as well as how human models are represented within their advertisements, their attitude, their expression, diversity, styling, and even the locations depicted have to meet their brand standards. We won't cover their entire brand guideline here. However, studying Audi's brand guideline is a great place to start in realizing that your logo is not the only representation of your company. Having a great logo is just the beginning of your brand. There are a lot of factors in showing your audience who you are and how you should be viewed in their eyes. There's a lot more information here to unpack, much of which is too detailed for this short video. I highly recommend working with a professional to solidify your brand guideline. Well, there you have it. That's it for our logo design topic. I really hope you got a lot out of it. There's much more to discuss regarding your logo and your brand guideline. Much more than we can talk about in these brief videos. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, contact us at ledfordmedia.com and join us next time as we put your brand into focus.